All right, today we got a 2-question bell work. So if you guys want to get started with that, you can use your dry erase boards you want, and there's also a piece of scratch paper. Do not forget there's a multiplication chart right here. We have a division and a multiplication problem. Do the multiplication problem first, then do the division problem first. Go ahead, get started. I'm gonna give you guys about 2 minutes and we're gonna go over it. Guys got about 1:20 left. That's plenty of time. Okay. Once you guys finish one, move on to the next one, okay? Okay, just set it down. I want to make sure you guys are showing your work here. So make sure you show your work how you got that answer. Don't forget our steps in division. Got about 20 seconds left. You're doing all right. No rush. All right, stop. All right, go ahead and flip your dry erase board over. Did you decide to use that? Just leave it sitting right there. Okay, so real quick, we're just gonna go over the steps in multiplication, all right? Looks like both of you guys got it knocked out of the park pretty well. So what's 6 times 8?
48.
48, thank you, sir. 4 up there. Then what do I do, Cameron?
Bring the 6 over to the 1, and that's 6 plus 4
Which is?
is 10.
That's right. 1 digit by 2 digits. All right, now, our division. You look like you struggled on this a little bit. So James, we gotta help him out here. All right, so first step, we multiply in. So how many groups of 3 fit into 6?
2.
2. Subtract 0. Bring the 3 on down. And bring
1.
it on back. So how many groups of 3 fit into 3?
1.
Cameron? 1. Gives me 0. Just like that. If you need to, on your guys' whiteboards, write these steps down. I'm fine with that. It's no problem. All right, so go ahead and erase your dry erase board real quick. All right, on your sheets that I have right here, they're circled in blue ink. All right, we're not going to do those just yet. I'm going to model the first 2 for you guys. I'm going to show you how you got to do them. Okay. You guys have a pencil? Okay. So the first one, I'm going to read it. Number 1, up top right here. Okay. It says a skydiver falls 144 feet in 3 seconds. How far does a skydiver fall per second? So, remember our strategy that we used? Underlining information that we think is important? Well, let's use our pencil here. What information do we think is important? I'm going to read it again. A skydiver falls 144 feet in 3 seconds. So, James, what do you think is important there?
The number and feet.
So 144 feet?
Mm-hmm.
All right, what else do you think is important, Kim?
That and, but I don't know, 3 seconds.
3 seconds, okay. Now our question, what is it asking us? What's our question here?
How far does the skydiver fall?
Per second. What does per mean? That vocabulary word,
One.
per. 1. It also means what?
By itself.
By by itself, but it also means what order of operations do I use? Do I add, subtract, multiply, divide?
Multiply.
No, sir. 1, per. Whenever you hear per, they're trying to figure out for 1. That is always division. Division. So what would I divide by here? Cameron, what do I divide by?
144 divided by 3.
144 divided by 3. James,
Right.
first step. Can 3 go into 1?
No.
How many groups of 3 fit into 14?
4.
And what is that? I don't mind you helping them out. What is that? What's 3 times 4? You have a multiplication chart.
Ding down.
12. Multiply. Subtract. Bring that on down. Bring it on back. How many groups of 3? Now, James only, please. How many groups of 3 fit into 24?
8.
8. Good job. Multiply. Subtract. And I'm done. So what's my answer? Okay, what was this question asking us? How far does the skydiver fall per second? How far does he fall? 48
feet.
48 feet per
4 seconds.
second. All right, good job. We got one more. You guys have any questions at all?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. Good job. All right, next one. Number 2. It's this one right here. Okay, follow along with me. A pump moves 42 gallons in 6 minutes. Find the unit rate. Remember, unit rate. So, what information do you two find that's important right here? In question 2, what information?
42 gallons.
One person at a time. Cameron, what'd you say?
42 gallons in 7 minutes.
Do you agree with him, James?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's right. So what am I looking for? Find the
Away.
unit
Rate.
rate. Unit
Rate.
rate. It's okay. So what does that mean? What do I have to do? How do I find the unit rate? Add, subtract, multiply, divide.
Times.
Not times.
Add. Divide.
Unit rate means 1. When you hear that word per, okay, or the unit means 1, okay, rate means how much. So we're going to, what'd you say, Cameron? Divide. James, what am I going to divide by?
Divide by 4. What did I say?
Yep, what am I dividing by?
I forgot now. Well,
I know, but what are we dividing by first?
got it. Gonna 4.
42, you mean?
42.
Divided by what?
I forgot now.
Oh, you forgot that word, yeah. 7.
7.
So 42 gallons divided by 7. Help out, Cameron. 7 what? 42 gallons divided by 7. What does it say? 7 minutes. Okay. How many groups of 7 fit into 4?
6. Okay, no.
No. Don't blurt, please. Okay, so how many groups of 7 fit into 42? And since James, you were so eager, how many groups of 7 fit into 42? 6. All right. Multiply, subtract. So, pump moves 42 gallons in 7 minutes. What's our unit rate? How many gallons per minute?
6.
Good job. Okay, now, this is when you guys need your dry erase boards. Now we're doing these ones, okay? The ones that are circled in blue, all right? So, these are skills that you guys are gonna need to know when you get older. You're gonna need to know this stuff. You're driving a car, you go to a grocery store, you're gonna need to know this, okay? Better prices, I do it every day of my lives, and I guarantee you guys will too. So, number 6, 1 bag of pretzels costs $3, okay? So how much does 1 bag cost?
$3.
$3. Do you think that's important information?
Yes.
Okay, well what should you do then if you think it's important information? Now, 5 bags of pretzels cost $10. Which has the lower unit price? Lower unit price. In other words, what is the cheapest? What's the better buy here? Okay, so grab your dry erase boards. So we already know our unit rate for one bag of pretzels costs $3. Well, 5 bags cost $10. So how would I set that up, Cameron? Show me. Let's see it. Actually, both of you. Show me on the dry erase boards. How would I set that up? 5 bags cost me $10.
5 bags.
You're going in the right direction. You see? Okay, good job. No, not as a fraction. We're finding the unit rate. What does unit rate mean again?
1.
What else? Division? Multiplication?
Multiplication.
So what does it mean? Perfect. All right, now, solve it. I'm going to go ahead and do that while you guys are doing that. All right, so how much does it cost me if I buy 5 bags of pretzels for $10?
2.
Two what?
$2.
$2. So what's the better buy? The 1 bag for $3 or
$10.
the $10 bag, the $10 for the 5 bags?
5 bags.
5 bags. All right. Here we go. Our next one. Erase your boards, please. So, let's. I don't like that one question. So let's move on to the next page. Okay. All right. So. All right, so it says, Amy drove to her mother's house. Follow along. Which is 204 miles away. If it took her 3 hours, what was her average speed? Okay, reading that, you guys, what do you think is important information there? All right, now go ahead and tell me. James, what do you think was important information?
240 miles away.
Okay, and it took her how many hours?
3.
3 hours, exactly. So what was her average speed? Average speed, that's another fancy word for unit rate. Average is like 1, okay? So what am I gonna do here?
Divide.
Divide, perfect. Okay, so what am I dividing by, Cameron?
204.
Get it going. Remember, you guys have multiplication charts right in front of you. Okay, use them. Cameron. Look at your multiplication chart. Are we getting stuck, boys?
99.
Here, let's do this one together. Let's do this one together. This is a 3-digit one, so it's kind of hard. I'm fine with that. So can 3 go into 2?
No.
No. Okay. Can 3 go into 20?
Yes.
How many groups of 3 fit into 20 then, James?
18.
18 groups? 6. Good job.
6.
3 times 6, 18. Subtract. We got to borrow here. 10 take away 8 is what, Cameron?
2.
Okay. 1 minus 1 is 0. Bring this down and bring it on back. That step right there. Okay. How many groups of 3 fit into 24?
8.
8. Good job. Is he right, Cam?
Yeah.
That's right. 3 times 8 is 24. Subtract. We can't bring it on down and bring it on back. So, the question, what was her average speed? What was her average speed?
68.
68 what?
Bees.
No. Average speed when I'm driving, 68
Mile.
miles
Per
per hour. And what does that per represent?
1
Exactly. 1 hour. Good job, boys. All right, we're going to do one more. This time, I want you guys to do it on your own. Okay? We're going to read it because I'm going to help you. I want you guys to underline before you guys do your work on your whiteboards to tell me what information you think is important. So here we go, number 2. 4 gallons of gasoline costs $16.80. What is the price per gallon? James, I'm going to ask you, what is the first piece of information do you think is important?
4 gallons.
4 gallons. Cameron, what's the second piece of information you think is important?
The question, what is the price?
Okay, but in that first sentence, which you're right, what is the price per gallon? That's the question. So what's the second piece in that first sentence? James said 4 gallons. What's the next piece?
4 gallons cost 16.80.
$16.80. Okay, solve it. What am I doing? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, dividing.
Dividing.
That's right.